Welcome to today's course focusing on tools and resources. This is going to be a packed course since we're focusing on all of the most important tools that you will be using on a daily basis. So without further ado, let's get in. Outline. Little disclaimer, we're going to make an overview on MT4, looking at long and short positions, order types, then look at a comparison to Tradingview, and also look at a couple of news sites that will help us in our daily trading activities. Disclaimer, please be careful when trading with actual life funds. Trading is highly risky. MetaTrader. So what we're about to do is we're going to give you an overview of MetaTrader on how to actually set up an account and use all of the different functionalities within the platform. MetaTrader 4 is one of the most popular trading platforms in the world. So download and install MetaTrader from the official MetaTrader site. You can use the link in here. Connect your broker account. So start with a demo account. That's very, very important. Do not try and jump into the markets with actual life funds if you don't know what you're doing. After knowing how to use the platform, open a small live account. We've talked about that already. Important, learn how the platform works with a demo again. Yeah? Press all the buttons, use all the features that we're about to show you in a second. So with that being said, let's head over to MetaTrader and set up our first demo account. All right, folks, we're back in MetaTrader 4, and the first thing we're going to do is to set up a demo account. Do not get intimidated when opening MetaTrader for the first time by all of the buttons and features that it has. We will look into that in a couple of moments. But the first thing we want to do is to set up a demo account. For that purpose, we're going here into the navigator panel on the left-hand side where we can see accounts. We click on accounts, right click. So we've got options, open an account, log into an existing account. So we want to open an account. That's what we're going to do. In our case, we're going to open up a demo account here. Next, and we're going to use an existing account. So we're going to pause here for a second, fill in our details, and see you in a second. All right, guys, so we filled in our demo account details, and we're going to click on finish. There we go. So we've just opened up our demo account here. And let's take a deep dive into all of the things that we're currently seeing. On the left-hand side, we have a market watch, which is a watch list of all of the assets that you can trade. Then on the bottom here, this is your navigation window where you have your accounts, indicators. It's just showing you all the kind of things that you can set up within MetaTrader. You've got your favorites. And you've got the panel on the bottom that shows you the actual trading account, the exposure, the account history, so all of the trades that you've been taking, news events, alerts, mailbox, markets. Do not hesitate to click on all of these buttons. Nothing can happen on a demo account, as you're getting acquainted with the platform. Okay. On the top here, this is your main chart window where you can see price action, overtime, and price. On the top panel here, create a new chart. Then you've got profiles, you've got drawing tools in here, time frames. So a couple of things that we're going to be using throughout the sessions. Now, let's begin with actually opening up a typical charting window. So we have gold here. I'm going to right click on that. We're going to tap on new chart window, and it will open up a new chart window. Like Tradingview and many other tools out there, you can actually customize the chart. So we can right click on it, go to properties, and here you can change the colors, you can change the background, and you can also change the color scheme. Black and white, for example. Then you can change other chart properties like fixed charting, auto scale, candlestick charts, line charts, and so on. So we click on OK, and we now have a white background. On the top here, as we're zooming in, we can see that we're currently seeing bar charts. This is not what we want to see. We are working with candlestick charts. So we have a little button here on the top where we can change to candlestick charts. Now, the other thing you can see is that the chart is pretty much stuck to the right side of the screen. In order to change that, you can click on this button here, Shift. So now you have a little arrow here on the top that you can move left and right to show you the beginning of the chart at a different position. The next thing that we're going to look at is customizing the chart further. Now, what if you're not happy with the background, with the grid? So just right click on the chart, like so, and click on grid, and this will completely remove the grid. The other thing that we're going to do is to change the chart colors. So let's go back to properties, colors, and now let's try the following. Let's do bullish candles. We're gonna actually make bullish candles green. So let me choose this green actually. Bearish candles, we're gonna choose red here on top. So we got purple and we've got red here in the middle. And we're going to do the same thing with the bar up. I'm gonna make it green, and a bar down, I'm gonna make it red. I'm gonna click OK. And as you can see, the chart has changed to your own custom color profile. Now, what if we want to save that? We just simply click here on the top, save this charting layout as a template. And now we're going to give this template a name. We're going to call it TT template number 1. Save that. And let's open up another chart that we see here. We've opened up a new chart. And as you can see, most of the charts, they're opening up in the same basic template. If we want to customize that to change it to our own, we just simply click here in the top in templates. We can find the TT template 1, and there you go. The chart is being shown in your custom preference. As we're going to some other charts, we can do the same. Simply click here, template. Another chart with different background, simply click in here, and there's your template. Pretty easy, right? Another way of customizing your chart that is quite important is that we're currently seeing 4 assets here in the bottom, but we're having a long list with things that we can actually look at. Now, if we do not want to see that, which is the best way for us, we just right click on the chart here, or on the watch list actually, and then we're clicking on hide all, and it will only show the 4 assets of interest to me. If we want to find another asset, we simply right click on the chart here, show all, and it will give me the full list of all the available assets. Let's have a look at one-click trading, which is also important as a customization feature on the chart. We're currently looking at, let's pick gold. And if we're expanding and collapsing this little menu here in the top, we can see our order panel popping up to buy and sell to market. Close and open. Another thing you can do in here, going back to the market watch and the navigator, is you can actually close all of these windows if you want to have more screen real estate for your chart. But simply go to the top, click on market watch, and you can also have a shortcut here, of course. Control M. If I want to have the navigator, I'm going to click on Control N here, and it will bring up the navigator window again. Usually we are not using these, so we're closing them off since we're having all of the assets that we want to trade here as tabs on the bottom. Let's look at a couple of other things that you can do in here. First of all, let's look at time frames. So there's a way to change your time frames. We're currently looking at a 1 hour chart, meaning every candle represents 1 hour. We can change that here by simply clicking on M15 for 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, or even a day. Let's stick on to a 5-minute chart, and let's look at some other things you can do. You have a crosshair here, so let's simply apply the crosshair. Clicking here, expanding and dragging it up will show me the range, like how many points has it moved from one location to another. The other thing I can do is I can apply tons of drawing tools like Tradingview has. It's not as graphically beautiful as Tradingview, but still, it is what it is, and it works fine for the majority of traders out there in the world. So we've just placed this vertical line here, double click on it, and remove with backspace. We have a line here. Simply put the line in here. It's yellow actually now. We can right click on the properties of that one and horizontal line properties, and we can change the color here as well. Like make it your own, make it blue. There you go. Double click on it, backspace, and remove. The other thing is a trend line. So let's use a trend line like so. Again, double click, backspace, and remove. The other tool that is quite important very often are rectangles, as shown up here, that will help us to draw lines or boxes for support and resistance. Simply double click, backspace, and remove. Another feature that will be quite important, so there's a couple of ways to actually zoom in and zoom out. You can use the scale here to scroll up and down, just click and drag, or you can simply use the zoom buttons up here. So zoom in and zoom out, or use the shortcut minus and plus. Next on, we're going to look at how we can actually place some indicators on the chart. For that purpose, we're going to show the navigator. So Control N. I'm going to look at indicators, and let's look at volumes. And I want to have volumes in here. And I'm going to simply click and drag. Okay, and we'll show the volumes on the bottom, and I can adjust the height of that too. You can do the same thing with any other indicator in there. So for example, we have a MACD, drag it into the chart, okay, and it will show us a MACD. Now let's have a look on how to actually remove them. Remove the indicators again. Right click on the indicator here. Go to indicator list, choose MACD, and delete. The volumes, delete. Click close. Now your chart is back to square one. All right, folks. Next on will be an overview of long and short positions. So because we're trading CFDs, we don't own any physical assets, so we can open a buy or a sell position and close the contract with the opposite order. And we're going to show you in a second what that means, as it's quite confusing at first. So opening a contract means taking a position in the market, positioning yourself in the market, either buying or selling something. So there are two options to get into the market. Again, long positions. So betting the price will go up. That means we press the buy button in anticipation of prices rising and a close position with a sell. Short positions, so we're betting on the prices to go down. So we press the sell button, anticipating that prices fall and close the position with a buy. Now let's head over to MetaTrader and look at that live. All right, guys, so we're back in MetaTrader and we're going to look at executing long and short positions to market. We're having our little trading panel here that enables us to choose a lot. So we're going to choose a lot size here. Let's say we do 0.5 lots. And the first thing we're going to execute is a long position. We're currently on Gold USD looking at a 1 minute chart. I'm putting in 0.5 lots and I'm going to buy to market. I accept the terms. This is a pop-up that you will get for the first time. So you need to click again, buy, and here you go. Now you see a green line that shows the open position with 0.5 lots. And in the panel on the bottom, you can also see the position when it was open, what the size is, and what the current profit or loss is. Now, how do we adjust stop losses? You guys remember stop losses. Take profit and stop loss is something you have to immediately adapt to. So we simply click on the line. Since we're in a long position, we're going to drag to the bottom and we're going to put a stop loss in here. Now, our current stop loss is placed on the red line here, and our take profit target is up here. That's a very simple way of actually putting in a market order for a long position. So we bought gold in the hopes that prices will go up. We placed our stop loss down here and our take profit target up here. If I want to close the position, I can simply click on the X here and close the position. There we go. Next on will be how to sell. Next on will be how to actually do a short sell. Now, if we're betting on falling prices, we're doing the same thing here, 0.5 lots and sell. And the system will automatically sell to market. So we have an open position here for 0.5 lots. Again, dragging our stop loss to the upside. Remember guys, we're in a short position. We're betting on prices to fall, and our take profit to the downside here. So up here is our stop loss, and down here is our take profit target, or TP. Okay, very simple way of executing orders. If you want to close your position, so again, on the bottom here, it shows you that you're currently in a sell. So the type of order is a sell, the lot size, the symbol, the price that you entered, and the current profit or loss. If I'm in a profit here, if I want to close the position, simply click on the X. It will close the position. And if I go into my account history, I can see both orders executed. So we had a loss on the first order and a win on the second order. Very, very simple methodology. On your demo account, just keep on practicing that. Remember, always use stop losses, calculate your lot size. That's the most important part, that you are protected and not losing your account. Next on will be order types. So there's a couple of order types. We've just went into MetaTrader and we've executed market orders. That means we were buying for the best available price possible. Now, what if we want to use some more advanced types of orders? So there are types of pending orders that are called buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stops. So a buy limit order is a pending buy order, a long position. So you want to bet on rising prices, and it's placed below the actual price and often used in ranging markets. The sell limit order is a pending sell order, a short position. You're betting on prices to fall, and it's placed above the actual price, and it's often used in ranging markets too. A buy stop, so it's a pending order for, again, betting on rising prices. It's placed above the price, and it's used for breakout strategies. Sell stops, the same saying as buy stops, but it's being used on betting on falling prices for breakdown strategies or breakout strategies to the downside. Let's go and have a look on how that actually looks like on MetaTrader. Let's have a look at all of the pending orders that you can actually execute on MetaTrader 4. Now, in order to categorize that, we're going to look at all order types that are long orders, meaning we're betting on prices that are going up. And then we're going to focus on short orders, so betting on prices falling. Now let's have a look at how we can actually execute all types of long orders. Now let's assume for once that we are betting for prices to rise above this blue square here, and we anticipate prices to go even further. We would right click here, head on over here to trading, and place a buy stop. The current set lot size is 0.5, so we're gonna put a buy stop for 0.5 in here. So should the price be coming back up here, an order to buy long a lot size of 0.5 will be executed. And you can also simply move that up and down, but please do not move it below, otherwise the order will be executed immediately. There we go. Okay, if you want to remove that, right click, delete the order. So if the price rises, it will execute here in anticipation of prices going higher, like a breakout here on top or a break above this old resistance. Okay, now what if we're anticipating prices to actually go lower and then bounce? So in order to illustrate that, let's draw a little box here. Let's assume we're thinking that prices are going down here and then rebound to the other side. We can simply right click here, place a buy limit order for 0.5 lots. Equally, we can move it up and down and adjust our levels. Okay, if we don't want to see the order, right click, delete. So this is an anticipation for prices going lower. We place a buy limit order. Yeah. Above, we would place a buy stop order. Okay. Now let's look at all the order types that are short. If we want to bet on falling prices. Now, let's assume that we're thinking that price is actually going to come up here and then rebound to the downside. We can right click here and place a sell limit order. So if I click here, we've just placed a sell limit order. So should price be reaching this level here, in order to sell short falling prices will be placed here. Equally, I can move it up and down or simply right click on it, if I get it right the first time, and delete the order. What if we're anticipating that prices are going lower? Yeah, let's say below these levels and even lower. We can right click here and place a sell stop order. Now, should the price go lower, in order to sell 0.5 lots short will be placed here. I can now take this and also move it across my bar. I can move it up and down like all of the other orders. And this is being used for breakdowns, for example. We've got some support here, and should the price be breaking below the support here, we can anticipate falling prices. So we've just covered buy limit, sell limit, buy stops, and sell stops. Let's just do a recap on what we've just looked at. We've been looking at placing buy stops, buy limit order, sell limit, and sell stop orders with one-click trading. So we simply right-clicked on the chart and we executed with a fixed lot size. If you do not want to do that, simply click here, new order, and here you have an advanced order interface that will show you all the available pending orders, or you can choose volume, so the lot size that you're dealing with, set your stop losses, and the type of order that you're going to execute. So remember, buy limit, a buy limit order will always be placed below the current price, a sell limit order above the current price, a buy stop will be above the current price, and a sell stop will be below the current price. Do not hesitate with a demo account to use all of these features. Remember, calculate your lot size, measure the distance, your stop loss, position size is very, very important. Play around with it and do not hesitate to press on a wrong button. You cannot do nothing wrong in a demo environment. Okay? The more you press, the more you try, the better you will get. again, with the most easy thing being our visual interface or the buy market. So we want to sell short to the market. Remember, graphically, we've just been selling short, falling prices, moving your stop loss graphically like that, and moving your take profit to the downside. Yeah? If we're not sure, close the position. We're going to buy to market. We're betting on rising prices. Again, take profit, move it with the slider. You can see that's a TP, a take profit. Click on the line, drag down, and we'll place a stop loss. There we go. Okay. If you're not sure, if you want to close the position, flatten, just click on the X and it will close the position. Again, folks, this is something that we're going to be doing every week when we're on live sessions with you, looking at executions. There will be a lot of time to ask questions on certain features. We're here to help, so don't worry about it. You will learn this the more often you try, the more often you practice. Little recap on the market orders that we were executing. So remember, we showed you market orders first. Actually, this is just a summary of what we did. So we buy to market. We're entering the market at instant prices, at the best available price, in order to go long or to sell short. And a long position, a regular buy in the market, a trade that is predicting the asset to go up in value, or a short position to go down in value. So it's not really rocket science. Don't worry about it. If you have questions, we're here to help. And again, on a demo account, the more you practice, do not be afraid pressing all of the buttons. I cannot stress that enough. Tradingview. Tradingview will be used for charting purposes mainly. Since we're trading CFDs, gold mostly, we're executing our orders on MetaTrader, and we're using Tradingview for charting purposes. Okay, so Tradingview is a widely used charting software that allows for a variety of different features, including a built-in trading platform. So a lot of brokers are connected to Tradingview as well. But since we're working with MetaTrader, we're executing on MetaTrader only. The choice of brokers that are being supported within Tradingview is limited. So that's another reason on why to use MetaTrader 4. Tradingview is a great tool to track and save all your charts, your annotations, as well as your watch list to track the performance of the assets. So remember, since we're not dealing with too many assets here, we're mostly focusing on a handful, like 2-3 assets max. Do not try to be a jack of all trades. Try to learn one asset first that you're really good at. So it comes with a large variety of indicators, technical drawing tools, and we're gonna have a look at that in a second. So get your official copy here, use the link. You can use Tradingview as a desktop app, or simply use it in your browser on any platform out there, your mobile phones, whatever it is, tablets, you name it. So we're back in Tradingview. Tradingview is a charting software, so the chart looks similar to MetaTrader. And remember, we're all looking at candlestick charts. Now, a little overview on what you have here. Again, do not hesitate to click and press on all the buttons. There's nothing you can do wrong here. So on the left-hand side, we've got all of the drawing tools that are available. And some of my favorite drawing tools are here. As you're opening the drawing tools, you have a little star symbol here that allows you to favorite them. And if I click on the star here, it will add this ray to my favorites toolbar. If I click on it again, it will be removed. Next thing, the asset that you're currently looking at, the symbol search. You can click here and start looking for an asset. Euro dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar. In Forex, you can look for cryptos, any asset out there, you name it. Then next on, you've got time frames. like MetaTrader, you can change timeframes. So my favorite timeframes are here. And remember, when you're opening up TradingView for the first time, it might not look the way it does for me. You can customize it, make it your own. I can click on the drop-down menu here and see all the available timeframes. I can also add custom timeframes if I do want to. I can add a minute, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, you name it. Next on, types of charts. So there are multiple types of charts, line charts, for example, but remember, we are focusing on Japanese candlesticks here, which is the way to go forward if you are a beginner. Next on, indicators. Like in MetaTrader, you can add indicators to your chart. So let's have a look on how that works. Let's say if we want to do a MACD, moving average, convergence, divergence. So I'm going to click on that and it will automatically add a MACD indicator down here. I can simply hover over the indicator, click on the X to remove it. You've got alerts here. Replay tool. The replay tool will play an important role later on when it comes to backtesting. Super, super important. So we'll see when we're actually going to cover backtesting in some of the other courses. This will be a valuable tool and something that you can use on a daily basis in order to get better. Next on, this is your undo button, redo button. This is your browser save to browser button, which kind of saves all the annotations on your chart to the cloud to make it available on all of the platforms that you're using TradingView on your mobile phone, on your tablet, on your PC. You've got the settings here. You've got a little camera here that allows you to share charts with other people. So simply click here, copy link to chart image, and it will copy a link to the actual chart that you're looking at that you can share with others out there. You can put it into chat groups, share it with your friends. Look, this is the setup that I'm currently interested in. What do you think? On the right-hand side, we've got our watch list. Same watch list like in MetaTrader. You can add all of the assets that you're interested in. Alerts, news headlines related to the asset that you're currently looking at. Then you've got the data window that is showing you all the important outlines with regards to the current asset that you're looking at. You've got hot lists. Then you've got calendars here showing you economic calendars, anything that is going to happen in the near future in terms of news. The ideas that you're working with, chats, idea streams, notifications, and then this here, the object tree, will actually give you an overview of all of the drawing tools that you've currently placed on the chart. You can simply just click here and remove them all. There you go. I'm going to close that. Remember, guys, this is just an overview, a brief overview about TradingView. Like, the more often you're using it, pressing all the buttons, clicking on all the menus, the better you will get. And if you have any questions, we are here to help. Okay. So on the bottom, we've got our trading panel. This is where you can connect to brokers. Since we're executing on MetaTrader, this is not really important to us. A strategy tester, a Pine editor. So if you're good at coding, there you go. Here you can use code to apply indicators or signals, whatever it is. And you've got screeners down here. Forex screener, stock screener, and crypto screener. This helps a lot of traders in the stock market or other markets to filter out the assets that they're looking for. With that being said, let's just use a couple of drawing tools in here to give you an overview on how it actually looks between MetaTrader and TradingView. So like in MetaTrader, you've got all the rectangle boxes here. You have trend lines in here. You have the brush tool that allows you to draw on the chart. So you can see visually, it's a little bit better than MetaTrader, and this is why we're using it on a daily basis to actually annotate our bias, our ideas, to save our ideas here, to give us direction and a sense of control. And based on our findings here, on our technical analysis, we will actually execute our trades on MetaTrader. So with that being said, I hope you guys got the idea on what the differences are between Tradingview and MetaTrader. Okay, and let's look at a couple of other resources that are going to be quite important. So I've briefly touched on it. News are very, very important when it comes to trading, especially when you're trading gold. You want to be aware of any upcoming news that are greatly impacting the performance of the asset that you're trading. So to put up a couple of resources here, namely Forex Factory or Benzinga, they are just two of many, many news platforms out there that will help you establish a bias in the market, understanding where the market is likely to be heading next. So it's very important to check the economic calendar on a regular basis. So if the chairman of the Fed is having a speech about the performance of the dollar, it is very, very important to be aware of that, since it's greatly impacting the performance of gold. Try to interpret the news that are released every day. We're mostly interested in news that are related to the asset. Again, if you're trading crypto, for example, you want to be aware of any news around Bitcoin. Example, if we're trading gold, which we mostly trade, we are focusing on the USD news releases as they will impact the price of gold, as mentioned earlier. So in your back testing, try to go back in time and focus on news releases about the asset that you were trading and check how it impacted the performance. Meaning, pick a certain date when there was a news release and look at the performance of the asset. Look at what it did, how it reacted to the news. Was it bullish or bearish according to a certain set of news? So again, guys, it's very, very important to be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what the market is doing. Do not blindly follow a chart. Take news into consideration before placing an actual trade. With that being said, today was a brief overview of how MetaTrader works, how to set up a demo account, how Tradingview works, how to execute orders. We looked at market orders. We looked at pending order types, buy limit, buy stop, sell limit, sell stop orders on the different trading panels within MetaTrader. These are all things that we're going to be using on a weekly basis. We're going to have regular updates for you guys. We're going to have weekly meetings where we're going to use these features. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help. We're here as a community. You shouldn't be left alone. There are people here to help. Remember that. And as a last thing for today that I think is quite important, always risk manage, use stop losses, calculate your position sizes when trading. So I hope you guys had a great session today, and I will see you in the next one.